Alright guys, here we are, draft time. We are number 12th, or 13th pick. We were 12th, but we went down one, sadly. There's definitely some interesting players this year in the draft. If you want to take a quick look at the pool, if I know where to click. There's definitely a lot of interesting talent here. A lot of pitching, sadly, which, if you know how that's worked out with a lot of them, you know, I'm not really feeling a pitcher. Just not feeling it. But, yeah, I figure a lot of these hitters will go. If one somehow manages to outlast, or maybe a college pitcher is still up, then we can maybe do that. But otherwise, I don't really have interest in taking a high school pitcher. So let's see how things go. Alright, so fun things. This guy's actually the guy I'm interested in the most, and yeah. And my scouting director recommends this guy, which is tempting, but there's two things that bother me. This eye and this defense. Those are the two things that really bother me about this guy. Does not give me a lot of faith in his future capabilities with our team, to say the least. But, yeah, I like this guy more. Because, like I said, he's pretty well-rounded offensively. He's got pretty good pop, too. Like, it is very well-rounded offensively. Defensively, he's an absolute wizard. That's second base. I mean, we need second base. We definitely are trying to ship off Bichette and find a good replacement for second base here, so I definitely like this pick. This guy seems pretty well-rounded. I know that this guy probably could be tempting because obviously that power is nuts, but that eye kind of bothers me. I don't think that eye is going to play very well. So I think we're going to go with Zach here. I think he's a good pick, and he will be hopefully ready soon. We can probably throw him an A-ball. I think he could play an A-ball and do pretty well, hopefully. Hopefully. I hope so, because we definitely want him to do well there. So, yeah, that's going to be our pick. That's going to be our first-round pick. And I think he wants 6,500. Not much over slot, so that's pretty good. So we'll take him, and we'll get to the second pick. God, I'm probably going to regret this, aren't I? Probably, but I think the thing with him over the other pitchers that I've been kind of looking at, good intelligence, high leader, so good work ethic stuff. His pitch is already in a decent spot for an 18-year-old. His fastball and sinker are in a good spot. The potential for these are pretty good. Control potential is really good as well. A lot of this is just very good peripherals here. The stamina is a little low, but I think we can work on, especially since he's so young, I think we can work on that with him at some point, get that up to a 50. I think that can happen. I think we can make that happen with him. This is a project. This is definitely going to be a big project. This is a guy I'm going to really focus on. I'm really going to try to focus on this guy and really develop him. It's a risk. It's a risk because we have been very bad with our pitchers. I mean, you can look at them. I mean, we've seen them. We've seen how they've done. It's been a risk, but I think this is worth a chance. This is worth a chance to try to see if maybe we can finally figure out how to develop a pitcher properly. So, and this guy's got the peripherals I like to see. So I think we're going to give him a shot. I'm hoping for the best with this, but I probably will regret it. But we do actually kind of need pitching at some point because, like I said, our pitching's like Titans are kind of like, this guy's going to freaking want a bunch of money, and I'm probably going to keep him. I'm probably going to find a way to keep him. But everybody else, like Gavin Stone, he's probably gone. Webb is gone. Woodruff is gone. So we're going to have to find creative ways to improve our rotation. So this is going to be an interesting experiment if we can figure out how to improve our pitching. But anyway, we're going to get to our third pick here. All right, well, I think we're ready for our third pick here. I probably should have did research on looking through these guys before I picked. That guy's actually not bad either. Well, if he's still around, I will pick him probably, but I'm going with this guy, center fielder. Obviously, center field is going to be a problem at some point. I mean, Varsho, I think we got for one more year, but I like the personality traits hitting wise. Pretty solid. I see him more as a corner outfielder than a center fielder, so that's kind of why they want me to pick this guy for some weird reason, which I don't really like. Again, I already picked a guy like that, and he's kind of not been doing so good, especially in rookie ball. He's just not been doing great. He did not do well at all. His peripherals massively went down. Immediately, too, so I like this guy more. I think he's more of a sure bet. He's a freshman in college, so he's a little bit older, but I do feel like this is the potential for definitely a good backup outfielder. We definitely need some good outfield depth, especially guys that are kind of ready. I think the closest guy we got, this guy, which, I mean, to be fair, he could probably play right now. And then, of course, good old Cheerio. I mean, those are the two that I'm really eyeing for the future. And he's actually been doing fairly well. In fact, he could probably play, too. He's probably ready. But, yeah. So I definitely think a good outfielder could help the team right now. So that's what we're going to go with. And we'll move on. I did say if we did get to this pick, I would pick him. And I just clicked on him. Like, I just clicked on him randomly that last time. I was like, yeah, this guy looks pretty... I'm like, man, maybe decent enough catcher. Not great, but definitely decent enough. I think we could really work with this and make him get okay enough. The power looks very nice in the eye. I like this power-eye combo. It really is nice. These are good enough. Two up here. Good enough hitter. Let's yoink him. Let's yoink him. Alright, definitely think we are at the point with the draft where we can make picks like this. Definitely looking for some better pitching depth right now, because we are kind of actually lacking on it, funny enough. I mean, we have some bullpen depth right now, but that's about it. I mean, this guy's definitely more of a bullpen guy. He's not going to start. He's definitely not going to start. If he's ever going to get to the big leagues, it's because of the bullpen. Because these are actually pretty good. He could actually probably play in the big leagues with those peripherals, but he's definitely not a starter. So we actually don't really have good starting depth. Like, this is the closest guy. And he's had, to his credit, he's actually done very well in Triple or Double A this year. He's done really well. It's just, yeah, his projecteds are not looking good at all, but I mean, he might be one of those sneaky picks for us anyway, though. Yeah, I think this is worth now trying to go for a guy like this. He's got good adaptability, good stamina, good that. These peripherals look pretty good, so I definitely think at this point it's worth trying to give it a shot. Maybe he'll develop, maybe not. I definitely feel better about doing that the 5th round than the 2nd round like I did with that other guy, which... Where was he, technically? This guy. But yeah, it's always risky picking high school pitchers. You never know what you're going to get out of them, which is why I never really liked picking them. But I believe in his adaptability. I think he'll figure it out for us. Maybe. Hopefully. Most of the time I end up just regretting it. This guy is still up, by the way. Might be worth picking up now. I don't know, that guy looks pretty good, though. There's actually some decent, like, start or relief prospects here. But, yeah, alright, I'm gonna go figure out what to pick next. Oh, do I have a pick for you? So, this guy can't really play defense. His peripherals here look okay. Like, I think he could develop into maybe being able to play 3rd or 2nd better. Probably more 3rd, actually, because that arm is pretty good. But, yeah, this guy's hitting stats don't really jump off the page, especially down here. But this guy will be a good singles machine. Reminds me of Luis Ariz, so I'm like, okay, we'll go with that, sure. We'll go with that. All right. Let me see. Yeah, that guy's finally gone. I'm not surprised, but this guy's still up. He's got good work ethic. Good enough corner outfielder. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I can do that. I'll pick him. I'll pick him 6. Good enough corner outfielder for hopefully our team. Good work ethic. High financial ambition, but that's not going to matter to me too much, especially right now. Good power and good eye combo. I really like that. Definitely a good corner outfielder guy, so I wonder who they recommend me to pick. A random pitcher. No, we're going to pick this. I probably will pick a pitcher next, though, because we do need to pick up some pitchers here to help improve our team. Alright, I think we'll go to this guy. This guy's got all the characteristics or personality traits we would ever hope for. This is a little low, but this has got potential. That's got decent enough potential. The walks is good, especially if he has nasty stuff with decent enough control like that. He'd definitely be a good bullpen arm, so... And he's already at 1.5 stars, so I'm hoping that he can continue to develop and be a good reliever for us. Anyway, move on to our next pick. Okay, how about we talk about a Hail Mary pick right here. So, this is one of those, hope the talent improves. That 35K scares me, but look at that power. Look at that eye. And he can play corner outfield, so I'm going to give this guy a shot. Obviously, he's not a center fielder, but we'll give him a shot. We'll give him a shot. Who do they want to recommend for me? A kind of dual pitcher. I'll go look and figure out somebody else for our next pick. I think I'll pick like 1 or 2 more. How many have I done so far? Oh, I've done 9. Oof. Yeah, I'll do like probably 1 or 2 more, and then we'll kind of just sign him. Well, they recommend me a 2-way player, and I actually agree with this one because I like this and the... Actually, no, I don't. He's 22. Never mind. They're recommending me a 22-year-old like that? Jesus Christ, guys. We gotta be doing better than this. We really have to be. I didn't see the age till like later, and then it's like, oh... Hey, you know what? How about this guy? Yeah, how about him? Why not? Sam Garvey. Yeah, I think there's no more really interesting picks at this point. It's kind of just yeah. So we're just gonna be done with our picks, and we'll just kind of sign them and stuff. All right, guys. I think I found a trade that works for at least me, in my opinion. So we're going to eat 20% of his salary, only 20% managed, so maybe we could do a little lower, but I doubt it. Yeah, no, 20% is the minimum. He thinks it's okay. I mean, this guy's matched in A-ball. I don't know why he's in A-ball. I think it's just because of an offload, but yeah, he's 26. We already have a guy up in the big leagues that can do well, and this guy at least is a little more promising because he's actually been in AAA. And he's had some success, so... And he's got a good eye. So he's like more of a backup option in case something happens to Luciano. So that's more of what that is. And I managed to tack on this catching prospect. Definitely decent enough backup catcher. So, pretty good contact. This definitely could be a nice little backup piece for our prospects. Kind of help us out there too, so... And we're getting rid of this guy, because this guy, I know he's a fan fave, but he's not been good. And I have other options in our bullpen I'd rather bring up, so we're going to do that. Some people might not like it, but too bad. I want to... Funny enough, this guy's actually been making rounds, but he's still in high A, so he's still got work. But this means I get to bring up Beal again, and hopefully he'll stick around. And then I traded, and then, oh yeah, that's right, the move that I was going to make for him, I decided, I was looking at, yeah, I think we're going to bring him back up. There's also another guy I was eyeing, who was it? I think he was in AA. Yeah, this guy was also eyeing, because he's got a very phenomenal eye, literally. Pun intended, but... Yeah, I think this guy's just the better move to bring up. He did well in his little stint with us. He's got what it takes to play. He's gonna be probably just as good as Bichette, if not better. So, and he can fill in at second. He can play a good second base. So that's just what we're gonna do. I believe in this guy, and we have options. We have tons of options at second base. So it was good to get his salary off the books. We have to eat a little bit of it, but we at least get a decent catching prospect out of it, and yeah, and we got, I think, a first baseman that we can just throw somewhere in case Luciano gets hurt. So, good options, good depth pieces now that we filled with that team, and Bichette is now off the team, so that should hopefully help our team. I don't know if that's going to help our fan interest, but I'm not worried about it. We need guys who can perform. That's what we need right now. Alright, guys, All-Star Game is here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 All-Stars this year. Our team's killing it with the All-Stars. Let's play this last game. 56 and 41. Apparently that guy, how did Brady Harris do? Did he get a play? He did. He picked up a hit. Nice, buddy. Good job. Good job. Pick up a hit. Hopefully he'll become, yeah, hopefully we'll probably consider putting him in A-ball. We'll see how he does. Hopefully he does better this time. Last times we've tried that, not worked out so good. So hopefully this time it'll work out. But we gotta hold our breath on that one. But yeah, 56 and 41, All-Star break, 4 games behind. We're doing pretty good. I'm trying to think of a trade for the bullpen. I looked at Jack Flaherty. That's an option. And yeah, there's definitely a few options we could do. I might actually trade this guy while his value's high. I don't know. He's 29. And it's just like, I kind of feel bad. I don't really have a spot for him on the team right now because I'm running this guy out there. And yeah, he's done very well for us so far. 912 OPS and 60 plate appearances. Small sample size, but this guy actually was super popular. He got a ton of votes. He actually got the most out of everybody. Love that move. I'm telling you. The freaking Dodgers got the good one, though, too, with that. But yeah, happy with our team. Our team's doing well. We're kind of right on the Diamondbacks' butts. I definitely think we have a shot at it if we can manage to improve our bullpen. I know you look at that and think, oh, first place. But if you look actually deeper, we have these, like, 4 guys performing, and then the other guys are just dread-awful. Which, I mean, hey, you know, at least they're doing well, but you know, I feel like we definitely want at least to have one other reliable relief guy. Our starting pitching's also kind of a question mark. I mean, these 3 are going to be our main leaders, but Abel is definitely, I don't know. I wouldn't really want to lean on him in an all-star game. I wanted to trade this guy, but he got friggin' hurt, so I don't think we're going to be able to trade him, sadly. Probably should have traded him during the off-season before friggin' the season started. And him, well, I was going to do the... Oh, wait, can I not get compensation for him? Well, that would suck if I can't get compensation for him. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that, because he's just kind of playing DH. At least he's kind of filled in better as a backup, but yeah, I'll figure out stuff for the team here. Alright guys, so I think I figured out some of our bullpen problems. So this guy, he's just never really figured it out for us, no matter where we put him, you know, and it's been kind of frustrating, because you looked at his stuff, you think maybe, especially here, you thought, but he got really unlucky, so it's like, oh, but he can't throw any strikes. His 40 controls biting him. And get this guy back for another 2 years. We had him on our team back here. He was actually decent with us in his little stint. when we traded for him, but obviously I didn't bring him back. But now he's back as a 32-year-old, and he is pretty affordable. And we get rid of this guy. I know he's got good stuff, and he could be good for another team, but he's out of options for us. I don't want to keep him around, so this is just a good swap for us. Probably could have maybe gotten him to eat more of that, but yeah, that's okay. He's now on our team. He should be a good... He should help out our bullpen a little bit, even more. Just have another good arm in there will help. But yeah, I don't think there's really much else I have to trade, unless there's maybe some kind of prospect that's interesting, but I'll look a little quickly to see maybe there's some kind of prospect that piques my interest, and maybe we'll kind of go for it. Oh, also, I'm going to move this guy to A-ball, by the way. Yeah, he did good enough in rookie ball. I think he's developed now to the point where I think he's got a shot of handling A-ball, so I hope he can do it this time. I hope he will succeed, because I definitely want him to, because I need him to, obviously. Oh yeah, I forgot I got this guy. So this guy needs to go... We'll put you in... You know what, I'm going to be bold. You go high A. You go see how these... Oh, not double A. Not double A. High A, there you go. Not double A. A little too hasty on that decision. But yeah, I'm going to go through our prospects as well and get them moved up where they need to be and stuff. Yeah, I wasn't liking anything. I really can't find anything in particular that was, like, grabbing me, so we're going to run with what we got. We have these two guys coming back shortly, so that should help with our rotation, and we do have some bullpen depth walkers down there, and obviously we have a bunch of infield depth, and outfield for that matter, too, so I think we're just going to run with what we got. We're going to hope for the best. We did trade for a guy, like I said. We did get Ferguson back on our team, but yeah, we'll see what happens. So we'll see what happens with the rest of the season here. All right, gonna have both of them rehab in the minor leagues right now, so that's what we're gonna do with them. Probably give them a start or two each, and then they'll be ready to come back. All right, I think he's thrown enough outings. 120 pitches that game. I think he's ready to come back. So corresponding move is going to be bring you back down to AAA. And Webb is going to be back on the big league roster and hopefully give us that jolt we need pitching-wise for our team. And then we got, yeah, and then Abel moved down once he gets his second start. He hasn't pitched the second game yet. Once he gets the second start, then we'll do that as well. In fact, let's just see if you... Oh, there we go. Perfect. Pretty good. Pretty good outing. All right, perfect. You can come back up now, too. And then that other guy will go down. Yeah, he'll go down. They did their job, but hopefully now we got the pitching we need. We got our reinforcements back. Hopefully you can find a way to at least hold a wild card spot. I mean, it's kind of getting tight down here, so hopefully we can hold on. Man, what am I going to do with these two? They come back and then they get hurt. What the freak, man? This guy's gone for 5 weeks. And then he's going to be gone for probably the rest of the year. Oh my god, dude. Can we get a break? Can't just have one guy come out and perform. Well, you get to come back up. Welcome back, buddy. You get to come back on up and pitch. Oh my god. Well, if we don't make the postseason, it's because our frickin' pitchers keep getting hurt. Anyway, I gotta figure out what Woodruff, so we'll just kind of sim this one along. Actually, let me check Harris real quick. I want to see how he's doing, because he's obviously our touted prospect, so. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now he's doing way better. This is what I wanted to see. There we go. There we go. That's what we wanted. Oof. I was getting scared for a minute he wasn't going to develop, but I think we're safe now. I think he's going to start really taking off, so... Anyway, let's freaking figure out what this freaking injury is to Woodruff. My God, dude, just freaking. Yeah, I freaking knew he was gonna be gone the rest of the freaking season. Yep, goodbye. Well, Parrington, your turn to come back. Good grief, dude. Good grief. These two are just gonna keep getting. They're gonna keep getting their shots. Well, obviously the rotation's gonna be Wisson, Hunt, Stone, Harrison, and then probably one of these two. That's gonna be probably a rotation for the postseason here, if we get there. I mean, I think we got it. I think we'll hold on, but we got a lot of competition, so we have to keep fighting. We got to keep fighting. I mean, he might come back at the end. Ugh, Jesus, man, give me a break. Well, extremely bad news for our team. We've just went on a 5-game losing streak. We just got completely decimated by the Yankees, and then we got freaking Boston kicking our butts too, so not good at all right now. And our offense has cooled off a lot. A lot of guys are struggling right now, so that's just kind of not helping our team at all right now. This guy's been steady somehow, but yeah, no. Our offense, literally, he cooled off a ton. Holy smokes, dude. He's freaking just trash. Good grief, dude. Our guys just cooled off massively here. Well, we'll see. For roster expansion, we'll bring back Walker. And this guy's been good, so I guess we'll bring him up. Okay. Anyway, Brady Harris check-in update. He is destroying freaking A-ball pitching. Oof. Man, this is what we were hoping for. He's arrived, boys. Brady Harris has arrived for us. There is hope he will develop and be our future center fielder here. There is hope. But hopefully we can find a way to get to the postseason right now. Things are not looking good. Anyway, I'll do some last prospect stuff and promotion stuff. This guy's been great offensively, and because that A-ball league is actually very pitcher dominant, so you get to go to high A. He's not been great. That league's actually more of the opposite. That's a heavy duty. I mean, we know about him, obviously. Is there anybody else worth mentioning? Churio's kind of just steady along. Nothing crazy, just being steady. Cox has not been very good. This guy's been dreadful. Yeah, I think he should be more AA. I think AA would be probably a better fit for him, so we'll put him down to AA. Sadly, he got hurt. That's too bad. He was having a good year. And yeah, Burns has been terrible. Shout out to this guy. This guy's been raking in A-ball, all things considered. Shockingly. But yeah, that's it for prospects. Hopefully we can hold on and try to get a postseason spot. It's going to be tough. Kind of bad news here. So Chapman is gone for 4 weeks because of a fractured cheekbone, which is not great. For third base, he can play third base. Okay, so you're going to go play third base now, and then so DH. Yeah, he's hit great. Yeah, we'll give you a shot to DH for us for right now. You get your chance to DH for us, so that's going to be our move for the call up here, because we can call up another person. He's already been technically up. He's not great, though. This makes me happy, though. This makes me happy. And he's going to end the year on a high note, and then hopefully we can get him going. And hopefully he can start moving up through the ranks now, because I think now should be able to get to probably A-ball potentially. This guy's kind of just been a letdown. He's kind of lost all of his steam. But I think we can figure out a way to get him up, but it's just going to be a lot longer than I would like, sadly. Oh, this guy can go to high A. Yeah, I'm going to promote you to high A. Yeah, you get to go to high A. Harris will just go rake in A-ball for a little bit longer. He'll probably be in high A by the end of the year. He's been steady. I definitely want him to improve a little bit more on that batting average, but I think he'll be able to go up to high A as well. So, but yeah, anyway, the move that I was actually wanting to make is kind of unknown. This guy could be depth in our rotation, our bullpen maybe. Yeah, I just don't really have much else. I don't really have many guys I want to kind of bring up, because this guy's a minor league deal, so I don't want to bring him up. I guess it'll be you. Yeah, I guess you'll just kind of get in there and fill in. There we go. Alright, we'll continue on with the season. Sadly, I think Webb is just done. He keeps getting setback after setback after setback, so I just don't think he's going to be able to make it back, sadly. And we are one game out now of a wild card spot because we've just not been playing well at all. We've just been getting kind of our butt run in. So hopefully we can play well to finish up the year, but I am not very hopeful. We got a tough schedule with the Phillies, but we do have San Diego, so maybe that'll be a saving grace. But then we got, yeah, so hope for the best here. We got to finish up strong. Yeah, this guy's just been awful, so I decided to move that guy, and this guy's going to be our guy hitting for now. He's not a lot better, but at least maybe he'll do a little bit more, because we are right in the thick of it with the Mets right now for that third wild card spot, so we have to do what we can to hold on to it for dear life. So good news is we got San Diego, but bad news is we got the Dodgers here. And then, wait, are these the Dodgers? Yes, of course they're the Dodgers. But then we got San Diego to end. So hopefully we can just do well against San Diego. We got to beat up on San Diego to get to the postseason, basically. Alright, guys, we got 3 games left. We have a 1-game lead. And if we look at, let's take a look at the standings here, because I know how they like to do this. Let's go NL. We go look at how we did against the Mets. We were very good against the Mets. So if we tie them, we will get to the playoffs if we tie them. The Pirates have an outside chance, and if we look back at that, we also did well against the Pirates. So if we can just hold on, if we got we did what we needed to do against the Dodgers, actually. We shockingly actually beat them, so that was good. God bless Wissenhunt. I think we need to give that man his money. I think he deserves it. I just think he deserves the money, man. I really think he deserves his money, so. Shout out to Clevenger, too. He's been great for us. That trade way back in 2024 turned out to be a fantastic trade for us, but anyway, last 3 games here, we're going to just sim them for you. Okay, that was a big win. Every game is important. Harrington came out and pitched the game of his life. He's been absolutely miserable, but he came out and his peripherals are actually nice, but the ERA plus is just the worst thing I think I've ever seen from a starter. I don't think I've had one that worse. Okay, we got 2-game lead right now. We got a 2-game lead over the Mets, so I think we're good. I think we got it at this point, but anything can happen. We lost, but we did secure a wild card spot. Now let's finish it up the year. Wow. Oof. We had a guy that led in the ERA, and that was Gavin Stone. God, he's been good too. God dang it, man. Oof. Alright, well, that's how this year ended. This guy really kicked it off in the playoffs, by the way, for them. Yeah, I think we'll do some prospect checkups here to end the year. We'll talk about our team, and then we're going to wrap it up. And we go against them, which, if you look at that, I know we had a bad series against them, but I think we also had a good series against them. Let me see where they at. We did better than them, but yeah, we're going to have to... It's going to be a tough playoff. We're going to have to really... We had to really fight this year. We had key injuries to our rotation, and our offense really just absolutely just did nothing at the end of the year. But we can take a look at what we did. So he's just a 4-star now. That's crazy. But let's go look at our prospects first before I get gushing about our... Okay, I'll also move these guys. Oh, maybe I should not have done both. Sorry, Zach. I didn't mean to do that to you. Okay, anyway. Let's go back to that. Now, if I don't click through... Okay. Brady Hare, he got suspended. He didn't do great in the playoffs, but he did great in A-ball. I think he'll start... I think we'll probably have him start in high A to start next year. We'll have him work on stuff, obviously, but he'll start in high A. He'll also start in high A as well. I know that this is kind of meh, but he did above average, and he did great in the playoffs, so he'll get a start in high A as well. He was fantastic pitching-wise. Offensively, no, but pitching-wise, he was fantastic. I think he's going to get into A-ball or high A as well. Sadly, he's just not really... developed like we've wanted him to, so that's just kind of sad on his part. He's going to still stay in high A, but he mashed, so, but he'll start there. He'll probably move up to double A pretty quickly if he performs, so that's the thing with these guys. This guy can take off. He definitely slowed down at the end of the year, but he was around league average offensively, and he's great defensively, so he's better than Bichette was, so that's all I could really have asked for. Cheerio had an average year offensively. He's still going to probably be in AAA for now. He might end up being the guy, though, for right field, because Jung Ho Lee's going to want a lot of money. And we got a lot of tough decisions with that, because just guys are super expensive. We're going to have to find a way to figure that out. Cunningham, a lot of guys wanted this guy, but yeah, he did. We had him in A-ball, and then he played briefly in high A. Did okay, I guess. Not really much playing time there, so he'll be there for next year. We kind of have a jam with some of those guys. He did great in the playoffs for them, and he did great in Double A. He's probably going to get to Triple A this year. This guy obviously got hurt. But yeah, he's just been a complete disaster for us. This guy, I think he was yeah, he's in Double A. He didn't do well in Triple A, so I moved him back down to Double A. And yeah, Double A is definitely where he's more comfortable. Hopefully we can get him up. He's 26. He's extremely old at this point. He needs to figure it out. Otherwise, he's gonna get left behind. Yeah, that guy's been terrible. And is there anybody else? He did okay. Actually, no, he did pretty good, actually. We have a lot of tough decisions with the outfield. A lot of guys want to move up, so we're going to have to figure that out. This guy just mashed wherever he went this year. He's getting a quick call-up. He's going to be probably in AAA next year. I definitely think he's ready for that. My God, dude, that guy was just destroyed. Every level he went to, destroyed. He slowed down. He'll probably be in AAA still. I think he did fine enough, definitely, to be in AAA. But yeah, I mean, then yeah, a lot of these other guys are just kind of not very exciting. Okay, but now let's talk about our team real quick here. Harrison had a much-needed bounce back here. Wasn't like I definitely want him to do better than this, but at least he pitched a lot better. He did get a little lucky, but the peripherals are nice, obviously. They were nice last year, too, but he just had terrible results. But yeah, he did a lot better this year. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. We need him to be good. I gave him a big deal, so he needs to be good. Gavin Stone, I mean, obviously, you know, he led in ERA and WHIP. Absolutely fantastic trade for us. Like, it was just unbelievable I got him for how cheap we did. It was just ridiculous. I was completely shocked about it. The bad news is if you want to give him an extension, he wants $30 million a year, so... Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that, because I don't think because I can't afford both of these guys. We're going to keep one of them, and probably the other's going to go. Wilson Hunt improved even more. Every time he's just pitched, he's just improved. Every year it seems like he just gets better and better. I know his WAR was better last year, but the results were better. To be fair, he did have 2 extra starts then, I think he had slightly higher walks, slightly less that stuff, which is why his WAR was lower, but he was fantastic, so. I mean, on paper, it'd probably be him, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. How about our bullpen? Yeah, we had a lot of good performances. Talk about a turnaround. I had faith in him that he would turn it around, because he had really bad luck, and he still kind of did, but I definitely think he got better results at the end of the year, so his ERA actually went back down to normal. Duvall and Helsley were very good in our bullpen. He threw 108 innings, and he was just fantastic. He had 3.2 WAR. Man, I'm telling you, that random prospect we yoinked from the Yankees and turned it into that. That was great. Klein actually did pretty well, shockingly. For a long relief guy, he did his job. He 8 innings, 100 innings, did pretty good. Positive WAR. Our bullpen really did figure it out at the end. I really do like, and then of course Walker came in and did all right too. So very happy with how our team did in the pitching side of front. But yeah, our offense though was kind of iffy. I mean, yeah, Bailey did great WAR wise. He always does good with WAR. If he's just a league average bat with this kind of catching ability. Luciano really kind of disappointing. He really was cooled off. He just could not figure it out at the end of the year. He was so good at the start of the year. Same thing with him. He kind of started off hot and then cooled off. Westberg, kind of the same thing. He did a little bit better peripheral-wise, but yeah, I think this is definitely a guy I'll probably trade in the offseason. I just don't really have a spot for him right now. He's pretty much just going to be a DH, and I kind of don't want that. Adames, very let down. I was really hoping he would be better offensively. I mean, our freaking owner is happy with it, but man, dude, he just was not good offensively. I mean, the numbers were kind of similar with the home run power, but everything else, man, it's just, no. Just a letdown. Which is kind of what I was worried about when I signed him. Yamanaka, he cooled off a lot. His offense really went down, sadly. It was just a lot with our offense. Our offense just really was good and then just kind of cooled off. Same thing with him. He cooled off too, but because, you know, he had near, like, positive WAR or OPS plus, you know, he still had a 3 WAR, which is kind of what I want to see from him. Yeah, Jung-Ho Lee also had a 3 WAR at right field. A good year. 20 home runs from him, too. That's crazy that he hit 20 home runs. I mean, you look at a lot of our team. Our highest guy was 33 with him. But yeah. Our offense left something to be desired, but our pitching was fantastic. That's pretty much the short of the year. But yeah, when we get back, it'll be postseason time. I'll get the roster set up for you then, and we'll talk about what we do, and maybe Webb can come back. How many days do we have? 2. Dang it, he's not going to be back in time. He won't be back in time either. Oosh, that sucks. Anyway, though, that's all I got for you today, so we'll see you next time.